Hello, church. It's Pastor Steve here with our Monday Minute for August the 30th of 2021. This last Monday in August as we get ready for September and the upcoming holiday weekend. We hope that you have great plans to enjoy it and will come back refreshed and ready to go for our upcoming fall season. Some of our work is continuing and already underway. Our mission team is currently this week in God's Country Cooperative Parish in the UP. Please continue to pray for them and the work that they are doing there to help the folks in that community. A reminder that our online town hall is going to be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on August the 31st. Hopefully you'll be able to join us for that as we share some information about what's going to be happening for this upcoming fall season, starting with September the 12th and the church picnic, and an opportunity to answer all of your questions as well. There are far more things that are going to be happening here in the life of the church. We want you to check them all out at our activities page, where you can go to newbergumc.org/events for all of the information about what is happening here in the life of our church. Today I was reflecting on the letter of James, and in the very first chapter, particularly in verses 19 through 20, he gives this instruction. Let everyone be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger, for your anger does not produce God's righteousness. In verse 22, he goes on to instruct us to be doers of the word and not just hearers. And in today's world, I think we could do well to heed the words of James, especially now in our 24/7 highly connected society, especially through our social media. We are a world that has become reactionary. We're quick to judge. We share all of our opinions online, no matter what. And I know even I myself have been pulled into arguments over social media that in the end just are not productive and don't really change anyone's minds and can leave people more animus towards one another than you even started in the first place. But it doesn't stop there. We get angry and frustrated when somebody doesn't respond right away, whether it is a text message or an email or any of the alike media that are available to us nowadays. When we see something that triggers us or something that we don't agree with, it's easy for us simply to lash out without knowing all of the circumstances or people's reasoning, and then we end up simply casting judgment. Now, as I was watching an episode of one of my old favorite shows, The West Wing, you've heard me talk about that before, but there are a lot of good lessons that I think all come out of this, and one that I think is applicable here. There's a line where it was said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that sometimes the most important thing that the office of the president can do is to not do anything. You don't have to swing at every pitch. And not everything warrants or deserves a response. In fact, the response, and the wrong one, could just make it worse. Sometimes the best example is to show patience and to show perseverance. Now, this does not mean that we don't ever react or that we should just watch everything play out without doing anything. But the discerning, faithful follower of Jesus will know when that time is, just as Jesus did. Jesus knew when it was time for righteous anger when he drove out the money changers in the temple. Jesus knew when it was time for compassion and to act right away when people came to him for healing. And he knew when not to react, like when the woman who was caught in adultery was brought before him and he simply sat down and drew in the sand. All of us need to follow the example of Jesus, and we need to be discerning. And I think discernment is called for today, especially in the climate that we have created through, again, our 24/7 connected cycle, the 24/7 news cycle, and our ability to curate the information and news that we receive that confirms our own biases and our own beliefs, rather than being willing to and to listen to the other side. So this week, let's take on that challenge that James gives to us. Let's be quick to listen. let's be slow to speak and be reminded that reactionary behavior is rarely going to produce God's righteousness. I'll look forward to meeting with you at tomorrow's town hall. Until then, I hope that everyone continues to stay safe. If we don't see you for the town hall, I wish you a great Labor Day weekend. Again, stay safe while you're out celebrating, getting those last trips in, whatever it is that you're doing. And if you've not had the opportunity to yet, please get vaccinated to help keep yourself safe and to keep others safe as well as we go into this fall season. I will see you back here next time for another edition of the Monday Minute. God bless.